go to work or to shop, it has really become a place to live, and there's lots of options downtown now for people who want to make that their home, and increasingly Londoners are making downtown London their home. In fact, Mike Harris is here to talk to us about the Downtown London Community Association, and he is the president of that organization. Welcome to Daytime, Mike.
Thank you, Bob.
So you were telling me this is a new organization.
This is a new organization, and it's interesting. We recently just joined the Urban League, so I wanted to plug the Urban League really quickly. So urbanleague.ca. So if you live downtown and you want to be part of our community association, that's great. If you want to be part of your local community organization, have a look at urbanleague.ca and you can see what organization you can join.
I think Urban League tends to be overlooked by a lot of people, and it is a way for communities to become communities within the city, right?
Absolutely.
And they're very much focused on neighborhoods and getting people together.
Yeah, and just to kind of jump back, we are a new organization, and what's interesting about this organization, there's a lot of residential organizations around it, but there wasn't anything for the core. And so as you mentioned, Bob, as people start to move downtown, start to live downtown, we really felt there was a need for a residential voice.
It's almost surprising in a way that there hasn't been one.
It really is, actually.
And you said you've been in existence for 10 whole days.
Well, I guess in all fairness, I guess the spring of 2006 we kind of got together, and of course for voluntary organizations it gets a little difficult to get people together over the summer. So we just formed a board. We now have 8 board members. We're looking to grow that, and we're also looking to grow our membership. We recently developed a website, londondowntownca.ca, so I would encourage you to go to that website. There's a link there, click become a member, and become part of the voice.
Every community organization in London, well, every community in London has its own unique characteristics. What makes the London Downtown Group different?
Well, a lot of things, as you can appreciate. We've got business, we've got social issues, we've got areas where you go down and you see that the areas are struggling a little bit. We've got development. Every day you're hearing in the newspaper there's different development. So as a community association, we want to kind of get in front of that stuff as opposed to react to it. So we're kind of very excited for that opportunity. You know, some of our initiatives are really supported by the city, obviously. And I think the City of London is very excited that the residents are forming a community, because they want to engage the community, and they're like, well, how do we do that? So they're very supportive and very excited that we're putting that together.
There has been an ongoing push, certainly, to try and get more people downtown, because if downtown's going to thrive, it needs not just people to sort of come in and out every day, but to be there and physically be there. Is it working?
It is working. It is working, and we can see that. Particularly, I think the Budweiser Gardens was a great asset, and a lot of people initially thought that this may or may not be a great thing, but certainly that has been a really jewel for the city, and we're starting to see development around that. We're starting to see new restaurants, we're starting to see new business. It's pulling people in. We generally believe more people downtown, more people living downtown is going to be better for the core as well as the surrounding areas of London.
Well, certainly those 2 towers immediately south of Budweiser Gardens have brought a lot of people downtown to live.
Yeah, I live in one of those towers. I live in the Renaissance too, so I really, really enjoy it, and I get to see firsthand what some of these new buildings are doing for the city. And again, a shout out to the developers out there. The residents support the type of work that you're doing, and would like to kind of get in front of it and help with some of your challenges.
Just generally, what are the boundaries of your organization?
That's a great question. We did, as an organization, invite all the other organizations to help formulate the boundaries. We're still working on it, but basically it's the train tracks at York Street over to the water,
right, up
to Dufferin, over to Richmond, down to Queen, I believe, and over to Colborne and Waterloo. As you can kind of appreciate, as the core continues to expand, We'll have a lot of communication with other areas.
Yeah.
And they'll in turn engage with us. So we're very excited about that.
Okay. Well, really quickly then, because we're running out of time, if I'm living in the core and I feel like I want to get involved, as you say, there are issues that are facing the area.
Right.
I guess the most important thing to do is to sign up, like to get involved.
Right. LondonDowntownCA.ca.
The ca.ca.
Click on Become a Member.
Yep.
We plan to have regular meetings. We want to use that as an engagement. By signing up, you'll be on our mail list, you'll be on our Facebook, you'll be on our Twitter, all the social media stuff. Another sort of shameless plug, we are looking for somebody that knows how to handle all these tools and knows how to do web development. So we're definitely looking for that type of input.
Right out of time. Thanks for coming in today, Mike.
Excellent.
Good luck with the organization.
I appreciate it very much.
And after the break, we're going to switch our attention to an archive.